Hello students, in my previous video I have discussed about functional components of a computer. Now I am going to discuss about what is the difference between data and information. Data, you can say raw facts and figure, and what about information? Processed data is called information. Means in the short form you can say result or output. After processing, when you will get result or output, that is called information. Now I will talk about what is the interconnection between functional components. Interconnection means what is the means which type of connection between functional components. I have already discussed about functional components. Functional components will be your input devices, output devices, and CPU, central processing unit. In central processing unit there are three other component, means ALU, arithmetic logic unit, and CU, control unit, and memory unit. In memory unit there are two types of memory, means data, they will hold or keeps the data for permanently, or sometime they will keep or hold the data temporarily. Okay, so now here we will see the interconnection between the functional components of a computer can be done in many ways. Okay, functional components you know very well. So in a microcomputer, we generally see a common bus architecture. Okay, we see what common bus architecture. A computer consists of input unit that takes input. Okay, means input device, it will helps to take input instruction, or you can say command. A CPU that process the data, means central processing unit that process the data. Okay, or you can say input, and an output unit means output device or devices that produces output, means it gives or it shows the result or output. Okay, all these devices communicate with each other. Okay, each other through a common bus. What is the use of bus? Bus where data can travel, means data move from one parts to another parts. Okay, a bus is a transmission path. A bus is a, now you can understand like this. A bus is a transmission path, means set of conducting wires where which data or information in the form of electric signals is passed from one component to other in a computer. So I have already told you what is the use of bus, where data or information can move or travel from one part to another part. The bus can be of three types. Address bus. Address bus means which keeps the date, means address. Okay, and a data bus which keeps the data, and control bus where uh, this bus will help to control the all type of operation, means address bus where we can get the address of the memory. Okay, and data bus where we can get the data, isn't it, and control bus where we can control the all type of uh, operation using this bus. Okay, so what is the use of bus? Electric signal is passed from one component to another component, okay, in a computer. Now I'm explaining again. Address bus carries memory addresses from the processor to other components such as primary storage and input or output devices. Data bus carries the data between the processor and other components. Next, control bus carries control signals from the processor to other components. So hope you can understand well. Now here you can see diagram how it will work. Okay, this is CPU, this is main memory, means this is central processing unit. In central processing unit you can see ALU, arithmetic logical unit. It will means help to performing arithmetical and logical operation. Control unit, it controls all type of operation that will be related to input or output devices or ALU and memory registers. Okay, and this is main memory, means primary memory, isn't it? Okay, and this is bus where data can travel from one part to another part. This controller controls the signals. Okay, and this is input device and this is output. Means using input device, data goes to where? In the CPU. After processing data, means after holding the data, it will comes here. Then after processing can get output using output device. Okay, output means result. Okay, the address bus, have already explained, the address bus carries the address location. Okay, address bus carries the address location of the data or instructions. Bus means travel signal from one part to another part. So the address bus carries the address location of the data or instructions. The data bus carries data from one component to another, and control bus carries the control signals. Okay. The system bus is the common communication path. What is system bus? Common communication path that carries signals to or from CPU. First, data comes from input devices, through input devices and goes to CPU, then main memory and shows on output device or output devices. Okay. The input or output devices communicate with the system bus. Both devices will communicate with system bus through the controller circuit. Here you can see controller circuit. Okay, it's very easy diagram. Input devices use input, controller circuit. Okay, data goes into the CPU. Data can be logical or arithmetical, isn't it? After performing operation, okay, goes to main memory, then maybe it can be stored permanently or temporarily. After it will come means after processing it will come on output device for showing result. Okay. So I was talking about the system bus is the common communication path that carries signal to or from CPU, main memory and input or output devices. The input or output devices communicate with the system bus, means both devices will communicate with the system bus through the controller circuit. This controller circuit helps to manage various input or output devices attached to the computer. Okay. Now, concept of booting. When the computer is switched on, means when computer will on, a copy of boot program means a set of instructions or command. Okay, so a copy of boot program is brought from ROM, means read only memory, into the main memory. Okay, means primary memory. This process is called booting. Okay, when the computer is switch on, okay, a copy of boot program is brought from ROM, means read only memory, into the primary memory. This process is called booting. The CPU, means central processing unit, first runs a jump instructions that transfer to BIOS, means basic input output system, and it starts executing. Okay, the CPU first run a jump instructions that transfer to BIOS, means it goes to BIOS. Basic BIOS means basic input output system, and it starts executing, it will execute. The BIOS conducts a series of self-diagnostic tests called POST. Okay, POST means power on self test. These tests include memory test, okay, and configuring and starting video circuitry, okay, configuring the system's hardware. What it will configure? Starting video circuitry and configure the system's hardware and checking other devices. Okay, that helps to functions the computer properly. Means it will check every devices is working properly or not. Every devices are working properly or not. So thereafter the BIOS locates a bootable drive, okay, to load the boot sector. The execution is then transferred to the bootstrap loader program, isn't it? On the boot sector, which loads and execute the operating system. Okay. So what is the work of means bootstrap loader program? It will loads the operating system, execute and loads the operating system. So bootstrap loader program on the boot sector, which loads and execute the operating system. Okay. If the boot sector is on the hard drive, then it will have a master boot record, MBR. It is called MBR, which checks the partition table for active partition. Okay. So there are different partition. You can see E or C drive and D drive. If found the MBR loads that partition's boot sector, then it will execute. Boot process is of two types, warm and cold. Cold booting. When the system starts from initial state, means it is switch on. We call it cold booting or hard booting. When the user presses the power button, okay, when the user press the power button, the instructions are read from the ROM, means read-only memory, to initiate the booting process. Now, what is cold booting? When system will start, okay, and user press the power button, okay, the instruction are read from the read-only memory. What is warm booting? When the system restart, okay, when the system restart or when reset button is pressed, we call it warm booting or soft booting. Sometimes what happens, we have to restart our system, okay. So when system will restart or reset button is pressed, we call it warm booting or soft booting. The system does not start from initial state, okay, and so all diagnostic tests need not be carried out in this case. So there are chances of data loss and system damage as the data might not have been stored properly. Okay, sometimes what happen, you see, we work on computer, okay, suddenly hang the computer. Sometimes we have to restart our computer system. That time what happened, data can be stored, maybe or might be data cannot be stored, okay. So we should try to start from initial state, okay, our system. When we start our system from initial state, data will not be what? Lost. Okay. Data will not be lost. Isn't it? Thank you.